Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging in the channel through comments, likes, or subscribing. I do appreciate it so much. It is so much more fun to do these videos with an engaged audience. And of course, just continue to comment. I do try to respond to everyone. If I miss one, it is a genuine oversight. So anyway, let's get on with it. We are back in Bluewater Village, which is attached to my Pleasant View for the kitties, and that's Daisy. Hi. And anyway, so we are in Bluewater Village, and today's clients are the Jacquets. The Jacquets left everything that they had behind to try to build new life in Bluewater Village. Will they go from rags to riches and create a healthy franchise system that goes public, or will they fail and watch their dreams crumble like a week-old croissant? Okay, so Gilbert is a hopeless romantic, Denise is a creaky cash bringer, and they have a bakery over here, J'adore Bakery. And so yeah, that is a community lot owned by the Jacquets. Okay, so let's go in and check this out. So unlike in Florence de la Rosa's home, everything here seems to be brand new, so they wouldn't lose anything if I just kicked them out and started fresh. So that's of course the way that I think I shall go. They do have a pretty, okay, this is strange. All right, we've got this right here going. All right, that is a little odd. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm not sure what the deal with this is, but we've got a veranda that I'm not 100% wild about. I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it, and I just don't understand this. I don't get this. I'm not even sure how that happened. But anyway, so they've got a flower garden over here. They've got one bedroom downstairs and then also one bathroom downstairs, and in the upstairs it's much more of a loft style with a bathroom. And so we will go ahead and, like I said, pretty much the only thing that they're gonna lose on, I think, is actually the computer, because everything else looks like it is the price that it should be. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and evict them. Okay, and the lot at 223 Idlewild Street, their net worth is $61,419. That's the budget I'm going to be working with. Okay, not going to lie, I rather hate this veranda that's going on. Again, it's really weird that we've got this amount of foundation here, which makes me think they may have been using the constrained lot elevation tool, and that gives me an idea. But first I'm going to get rid of this veranda, and I'm going to strip it as I do. Now, as pretty as this garden is, I've got ideas which include getting rid of this garden, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We might find something else later. And is this giving off Simpsons to anyone else? Because it's kind of giving me Simpsons. But anyway, that's what I'm going to start with, and I'm actually going to make an adjustment on the lot, and I will be back. Okay, so this is my new lot. It is incredibly bass awkward, and I'm hoping that the idea that I have is going to work. If not, I'm gonna scrap this entire project. So the first thing I need to do is make a couple structural changes. I'm gonna make a pretty big structural change, actually. You heard me say this was giving me Simpson vibes. I just decided to lean into that and turn it into a Simpson house, not gonna lie. So I am going to remove a lot here. So let's go ahead and remove this wall and this wall over to that far. Yes. And we will also remove this wall, and now we are going to remove the foundation that far, And we will get rid of all these little bushes right there. Really hoping this works. If you see what I'm doing, okay, we're gonna go ahead and also lose that roof for now. And let's see, that's 3 out, so we'll just have to remember that's 3 out. And now I am going to put down this right there, and also the connecting piece. I'm going to put this wall right here and this wall right here. And now I will exit to the neighborhood and pop it onto a different road space to correct the road. So now I am activating boolprop constrain floor elevation false. Hit enter. I've got it's been adjusted. And now I'm going to put this guy right here and this guy right here. That's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And now you can either use the terrain tool or you can actually even use a tile. And so I did that, and now I will go ahead and delete those tiles that I just put there, right like that. And now I'm going to make that true. You have to toggle back and forth quite a lot between this, and now I have to add my walls in, which is fine. So we will do this all the way around. Okay. Change it back to false, and now let's go in and add our garage door. And I like this one for it. And it's supposed to, page down, so it warps like that. And that is exactly right. And now page up. And again, I haven't added that back. I will just go ahead and there we go. And if I want, I can just remove that back off. There we go. And now I'm going to put the floor elevation constrained again. And now I have an attached garage. And yes, it does come out further this way, but I have done this a lot and this is going to be fine. And now I'm going to put these 3 spaces back in just like I had them right over there, and also put the roof back. So that roof, we had the short gabled roof right here, and then a shed roof right here. There we go, and that's exactly what we had happening. And now I'm going to go ahead and paint it, and I will have to paint the entire foundation because it gets warpy, but I said this was giving me Simpsons, and that meant I wanted this to be the garage, an attached garage. So yeah, that's officially the second attached garage that I have ever made. And there we go. We will just go ahead and finish this guy off right like it said, and proceed with the redesign. And since I lost so much space over here, I'm going to have to make up for it, because this isn't a particularly grand home, of course, and that means we're going to replace this decking with a foundation. All right, and we're also going to put a little bit of a decking back here as well, maybe about 4 spaces. And then I am going to use this area, and we'll find some space down right there. And the terrain here is a little odd, but right here, very close to there, is exactly what I want. So this will be my starting point at that corner right there to choose where I dig from. And there we go. And once we've got that dug, of course, we're just going to go ahead and put our foundation back in, and we'll put that guy right there and this guy right like that. And now we're going to choose where to put our stairs, because we'll have stairs for the down, for there up to there. It's not a particularly large house, but it's not tiny either, but let's make sure we make the most of it. So given the fact that we have this awkward space and I need to choose a place where to choose, I'm gonna go ahead, do my favorite little trick with the spiral staircases, of course, and we will do this right there at this point, and that is 4 back from there. And I will also put this guy in through like I like to, because you know I have a 1 2 3 4 that, oops, that should be correct, right like that. Yep. And then of course I will put the arch so it looks correct. Okay, so the floor plan for here, we're going to surround this. There will be a Jack and Jill. This will be Gilbert's room, and this will be Denise's room. So yes, that's the floor plan for the bottom. Here we'll have a little bit of a bathroom and a mud room, and then I will decide the rest. So this will be the kitchen, and then we'll have this as the open concept dining as well as living area. I might even open, yeah, I think I'm going to do a more open concept kitchen right like that. And there we go. So yes, powder room, mud room, kitchen area, dining area, general living. Okay, so now I've got some preliminary walls in, plus I've put all the doors, and now I'm going to go ahead and exit to the neighborhood so my adjacent doors will appear correctly, as well as these guys down here, and then I will decorate it. Okay, it's time for the reveal. And so as you saw, I did add a garage to a house with a foundation, and because both Denise and Gilbert, and I should probably say that Gilbert, are actually both dressed in blues, I kind of took that as the color palette. Plus blue is a very, very French, yeah, the French love their blues, not gonna lie. Okay, so let's take a look inside, but before we do, let's admire these beautiful bushes from Castaway, which are larger, cheaper, and require no care. This vine right here is placed there because of a graphical error that occurs when adding a garage to a foundation. Now, as we go inside, we are presented directly with the staircase in front of us. To the right is the bookcase, and of course there's an easel. To the left is the main sitting area where we've got all the entertainment that 2 people need. Behind the sitting area we have the dining room, and I placed a little bit of clutter on the table using the floating shelf. And then the kitchen, and again, clutter back here is placed on this floating shelf, so there's no problem using this. Through the kitchen, we have the mudroom, and there are many shelves where Denise can put up her canning. And then through the mudroom is one of 2 bathrooms, fully appointed. In the garage is the second of 2 blue vehicles, and I kind of think of this as more Gilbert's, because Denise would drive the truck because she's responsible and she's got a business to run. Upstairs we have the tiniest little landing off of which you can get to Gilbert and Denise's room respectively. Gilbert more tailored, with the blue that almost, I think, would match the shirt that he's wearing. And again, very French and country looking is what I'm going for here. Denise's is even more provincial with some very country looks. And I feel like she would be comfortable. Of course, she does deserve the bigger room because Gilbert, he has no skills. And she does. So I'm guessing that it was her work that bought the house, her work that bought the bakery. So yeah, she deserves the bigger room, definitely. So I did get rid of the veranda, but we retained a front porch and the balcony. I also replaced the wrought iron with this fencing just because it looks more appropriate. It was out of place. And there is a nice back deck. Now, there is a basement, a pretty large finished basement. The only thing down there currently is a ballet bar because I'm running out of money, and they can fill it with things that they need as they go. Now, I did change the orientation of the lock. It was 3 across 2 deep. Now it is 2 across and 3 deep. And despite the fact that this is so close to this side, I have never had a hard time with them using a driveway this close to the right side of the lot. So let's go ahead and take a look-see. Okay, here they are in front of their newly renovated home. And okay, first things first, Gilbert, I think you should take a spin. And Denise, why don't you use the toilet? Okay, Gilbert is going in. Couple graphical errors as they're going, but there he goes. No problem. She's gone through the mudroom, not a problem. All right, that worked well. Definitely took the scenic route. She walked around. Yeah, I mean, it could have been easier. Okay, Denise, why don't you make some breakfast? And Gilbert, what are you doing? Okay. Oh, good. He's an arts and crafts sim. Good to know. Should probably make him a either popularity or fortune. Let's see. I would make him a popularity. Although Mom has put down some omelets for you right now, so why don't you eat that? Nice. Very good table manners. We appreciate that, Gilbert. And Rod Humble got himself caught after he put down the package. We love that for him. And he was just able to disappear, but that was pretty funny. Why don't you put those leftovers away, please, Gilbert, and then we will grab this. Yay. And you know what? Why don't you use the toilet upstairs? And since you would like to become a criminal mastermind, we're going to allow that for you, Denise, because, well, we like that for you. And Denise, since you are most likely the one that runs the place, why don't we send some email? Important email for running your own business and being a criminal mastermind eventually. Or your son can just sit down and make himself at home. Well, I feel like this house is going to be really functional for them. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. VK out.